What up, what up, what up? What is going on, everybody? What is going on? And I apologize. This is what happens when you decide to go live last minute, right? Takes a little while before you actually get things going. But welcome, everybody. Welcome to this impromptu live. We're usually used to doing it Tuesday nights. But a little bit of news or whatever you want to call it going on. So I figured why not give our 2 cents, especially after the video that we did this morning. Um, Not sure if any of you guys checked it out, but if you haven't, go check it out on my YouTube channel because I got into this Peter Alonso situation and what I felt needed to happen. And basically, I was asking, does David Stearns really want Peter Alonso back? We I know we've heard the lip service and yeah, we would love to have him back and this and that and blah blah blah. But do you really want to have him back? And up until this morning, we had heard nothing about offers or anything like that besides the offer that was made in 2023 that Peter Alonso declined with his prior representation, right? And we already know what happened. He fires his prior agents. He goes and hires Scott Boras, and we're here now. And recently, we had some comments by Bob Nightingale talking about which, listen, to me, I guess Bob Nightingale just woke up from a coma or something, or was catching up on his reading, and he saw that at one point there was word that Scott Boras had ideas that Peter Alonso maybe could get a Prince Fielder type deal, and he decided to put that out there now. But we knew that that couldn't be the case, right? We knew that there was no way in hell that Scott Boras and Peter Alonso were out there right now actively trying to get a 9-year deal. That was ridiculous. Then after that, you had John Heyman come out and say, "Oh, Peter Alonso and the Mets are looking for six. I mean, Peter Alonso and Scott Boras are looking for a 6-year deal." Okay, whatever. So we fast forward to this morning, and it is funny the way things work. And shout out to all of you guys, man. We got already over 110 of you beautiful people up in here so fast. And at this time, when I'm sure people are those that work on Fridays nowadays, right? Because hardly anybody works on Fridays, especially in New York. Um, those that work on Fridays, though, maybe trying to make their way out of the office, trying to work their way home. You might be in an Uber, you might be in a train, you might be driving. You got me up there on the side. I appreciate you, man. It will help you try to help you get through some of this traffic. Though there hasn't been much traffic this week, as someone who makes his living out there on these streets. But anyways, um, we fast forward to this morning, and I do my video early this morning, like 6:30 in the morning, and I don't put it out there because I had some stuff to do. So I do the video and I leave the house, and little after that, little things start coming out. And the first thing that came out, if you look at the time, is this post by Andy Martino. Let me see if I can say that here. I didn't even have it ready, so bear with me. But we get a post from Andy Martino that basically says size not quite as far apart as believed in Mets Alonso talks, question mark, right? And then if it's a story, it's a small story. If you click on the story, it goes a little bit further, right? Not much further, but just a little further. So first, we get this tidbit, right? Let's see what do we got here. We get this little tidbit here. Let's fix this. Sorry. Sorry. That's not what we want. We want this one. So we get this post from Martino. Like I said, I just read it. Side not quite far apart. Blah 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 blah. Then, if you go into the story, this is what you get. The Mets and Peter Alonso continue to negotiate and hope to find progress in the near future. But Alonso's agent Scott Boras is strongly denying a report that he is using former first baseman Prince Fielder's 9-year, $214 million deal with Detroit in 2012 as a point of reference to Alonso. So right away, now listen, I know Martino is not very popular within Mets fans and Mets Twitter and all that stuff. I am actually blocked by Andy Martino because I've given my opinion about Andy Martino's opinions, and I guess he didn't like it. And then my buddy Sal actually thought it would be funny to actually bring it up on SNY one day, how I wasn't fond of his reporting, right? And they caught a good laugh about it, but somehow I ended up blocked by Andy Martino. Was it because of that? I don't know. Sal, you better fix that. Who cares? Who cares? And now it doesn't matter because now we can see the stuff anyways. But anyways, a 10-year-old contract is not relevant to the current Alonso negotiation, Boras told SNY on Friday morning. So what I was getting ready to say is this is actually Andy Martino doing reporting. Right? This is not his opinion. This is actual reporting. So you take it for what it's worth. I mean, at least I do. And this is what I talk about. I talked about it with Hayden. I talked about it this morning, I believe. I've said this many times. It is our responsibility as consumers to decipher what's opinion and what's fact. This is a report of a fact. He actually spoke to Steve Cohen, unless he's making that up. I mean, to Scott Boras, unless he's making that up. He actually spoke to this dude. The Mets, like Alonso, and are comfortable signing him to a short-term deal with a high average annual value and opt-outs. Before hiring Boras, Alonso turned down a 7-year, $158 million offer from the Mets. If he signs elsewhere, they are almost likely to emphasize internal youth and positional flexibility on the infield. Now, that's where it's like probably opinion, and that line there makes me sick, as you guys already know. I don't want to hear about pivoting from Pete Alonso to youth and all of this nonsense, because that means you're again pivoting on this season. I'm not going to say punting, but you're looking more forward towards the future than right now. And I believe this team can legitimately compete for a World Series right now if you make the right moves, starting with bringing back Pete Alonso, going out there and going to get maybe a Tanner Scott, not maybe, going out there and getting a Tanner Scott and adding him to this bullpen. And hopefully, we get Sasaki. Hopefully. Oh, no, Hector. There's no way he's not signing with the Dodgers or the Padres. Those guys always stay out west. I know. That's lazy, guys. Plus, what the hell are we doing? We got a dream. Anyways, let's get having some fun. So, you get this from Martino. And, again, I forget. That was like at 8:48. That first post from Martino, right? Was at 8:48. Then you get, let's see, you guys are going to go like really behind the scenes here. Here we go. At 8:52, not even 4 minutes later, and keep in mind, guys, both these guys are contributors to SNY. Were they both in on the same phone call with Scott Boras? Did one of them speak to Scott Boras, being Andy Martino, the reporter, and decide to split some of the information with Jim Duquette to make it juicier? I don't freaking know. That's too much conspiracy theory, right? But 4 minutes later, getting ready to do a show or an appearance on a show, I don't freaking know. But promoting his show, right? According to league sources, this is according to Jim Duquette, former GM of the New York Mets. According to league sources, Pete Alonso's camp has offered the Mets a 3-year deal with opt-outs. Wait a minute. About a month ago, and just a little while ago, in the quote that we read from Martino, we had been told that the Mets are willing to make a short-term deal with opt-outs with Pete Alonso. Now Pete Alonso is making this offer to the Mets? Or Pete Alonso's camp is making this offer to the Mets? And not only that, as we read further, Jim Duquette says this deal is only available to the Mets right now. No deal known to be closed at the moment, and Alonso's agent Scott Boras declined comment. So how the hell did you get this information? Oh, league sources. Where the hell do league sources get this information? Isn't it funny the way these things work? But we react to it anyways. We'll have more on Power Alley on MLB Network Radio at 10 a.m. But it doesn't end there, ladies and gentlemen. It does not end there. Let's see what happened first. At 9:10, because we know this is where Andy Martino drives us crazy as Met fans, right? This is where Andy Martino drives us crazy as Mets fans, because whenever there's anything that we may feel good about, anything that we may think is positive, here comes Andy Martino with the cold water, with the fire extinguisher, with whatever the hell you want to call it, right? To damper our hopes, to bring us down. And here comes Andy Martino after he himself says, hey, no 9-year deal. The Mets were looking for a shorter deal with an opt-out. Then Jim Duquette comes out and says, oh, Peter Alonso's camp has made an offer of a 3-year deal with opt-outs, according to league sources. Well, here comes Andy Martino from the top rope. Booyah! For what it's worth, Pete Alonso and the Mets are not close to an agreement at this time. No duh. Duquette said the same thing. Financial details of discussions reported by Jim Duquette are not known. Then he follows it up with, things can happen fast, but they're not happening yet. So that's a little bit of covering his ass. That's a little bit of covering his ass. And then after that, oh, we don't want to show that, Hector. Sorry, guys. Whatever. Jim Duquette says at 9:21, of course, the financial portion of the deal is unknown at this point, but this will be good for both sides. Similar to how Cody Bellinger's contract with the Cubs was finalized in late February of 2024, there's no need to wait that long with Pete. You're damn right. We've been waiting too damn long. And I really, 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 really hope that this is not going to go to no damn February or even March or anything like that. That would be ridiculous. That would be ridiculous, and that would be extremely annoying, to be totally honest. But we'll see what happens. Now, at least we're finally hearing that there's conversations, maybe, right? Something's got to be going on. We can probably deduct that this has been leaked by Pete Alonso and Sott Boras, right? Or maybe it's been leaked by the Mets. Who the hell knows? I do wonder, though, why Pete and Boras will make this offer. You know, I've talked many a times. Does Pete really want a prove-it deal where he has to go out there and have basically another walk year and do better than when he did the last 2-3 years? And not just a little bit better, probably way better. For people to say, okay, he is now worth a 5 or 6 year deal at 31 years old. He can't get a 5-6 year deal at 30 years old. Is he willing to take that gamble? I guess so, if these reports are true. Now, we've had a lot of back and forth among Mets fans, you know. And there's some that say, oh, Pete doesn't want to be a Met. Pete doesn't care about the Mets. Well, this to me looks like Pete really wants to be a Met. That he's willing to give in and make this kind of short-term deal, when at one point he may have wanted 8 to 9 years. Because when we found out that Pete and his prior representation turned down the 7-year $158, we heard then that the dispute wasn't so much money, but years, the difference in years. So maybe Pete did initially want 9-10 year deals, because that's what everybody's getting nowadays, right? Why shouldn't I get one? Everybody's getting deals till they're 38, 39, 40 years old. Why can't I get one? This is probably what he's thinking. And again, shout out to all you guys, man. I see over 240 of you beautiful people up in here. I see all the comments. Well, I haven't seen the actual comments yet, but I've seen that there's a lot of them popping in, and we're going to try to get into that. And we're not going to be here too long, ladies and gentlemen. This is a quick live. We're not going to be our long-winded ass and talk for 2 hours, as we make our classes a little funny looking, but it makes it easier for us to read. But we heard then that the difference might be years rather than money. And now Pete is willing to go 3 years with an opt-out, not even the 6 years that John Heyman talked about. And you're gonna tell me that P doesn't want to be a Met? Nah, P wants to be a Met desperately. And you know what? David Stearns, you won. David Stearns, you won, bro. Enough. Give this guy the deal already, man. Now we don't know what the terms are. We know there was rumored before that maybe the Mets didn't make an offer, whatever the hell it was, for 3 years, 90 million, 30 AAV, right? I would think that if Pete Alonso came back with a 3-year offer, it's for a higher AAV. What is the AAV? I don't freaking know, and I really sure as hell don't care. To be totally honest with you, I really don't at this point. It could be 32. It could be 35. Shit, it could be 40. A lot of you guys told me money doesn't matter to Steve Cohen. So stop trying to save his money with Pete Alonso. 99% of ball players or athletes are overpaid. Quite a few of them on the New York Mets. One we just signed like a month ago. We're all happy about it. We love it. But that's an outrageous contract. It's atrocious. And we want Pete Alonso to give the Mets the most team-friendly deal ever because Pete Alonso is the worst ball player ever. And Pete Alonso is going to age worse than anybody ever. No. This is why I don't blame Pete Alonso. But David Stearns won. You won, David Stearns. You won. You backed this guy into a corner, right? He also backed himself into a corner with the way he performed last year. And now you got him where you want him. 3-year deal with an opt-out, all the dreams of Vladdy stay alive, all of that good stuff. Get the damn deal done already. Get the deal done. I already said I would have gave him a 5-year deal. I have no problem giving Pete Alonso a 5-year deal. Vlad becomes a free agent next year and you want to bring him in, bring his ass in too. I don't give a damn. See, the Dodgers doing it all the time. Bring everybody in, then figure it out. And if you got to get rid of somebody to figure out, then you get rid of somebody. But don't stop. Is every deal that David Stearns signs has to be either a reclamation project, freaking, like he has to win every single deal? Shoot, you won with Sean Manaea. You won with Sean Manaea. Team-friendly deal. You got to win with Pete Alonso, too? I don't even know why I'm getting so worked up over this nonsense, too. I came here to have fun. So you know what? Although this could be dangerous, but let's get into your comments and have some fun. Yeah, right. Have some fun with the comments. Some of you guys will probably piss me off. What's going on, Darren, man? Yeah, listen to my guy, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Hey, man, and again, shout out to you guys, man. You guys are great. We keep growing little by little. As I've said before, let me try to see if I can find it here. Thank you very much. We are up over 330 or so subscribers. Trying to see if we can get to 500. Small goals. Try to see if we get to 500 by opening day, and we'll build from there. Right? So thank you for that. Very much appreciated. Let's get back to you guys. Let's go Mets. Always, let's go Mets. No. Shout out to you, Darren. Shout out to you guys. My guy, Junior Swingman, what's going on, brother? Ojalá Alonso firme con los Toros o con los Gigantes del Cibao. Él me tiene harto ya. If you don't understand, I will translate. Hopefully, Alonso signs with los Toros or los Gigantes del Cibao, both teams in the Dominican Republic. I am sick and tired of this already. Love you, Junior. My guy. And that's what I say. This is Blunt Thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Not just me, but you as well. We can all share our opinion. We don't have to agree. It might get a little testy sometimes between you and I, or maybe amongst you guys. But I always say at the end of the day, we leave it just at the argument. We don't get personal. And hopefully by the end, we let it out and we feel much better. I already feel better after ranting and raving for no reason. I might have to take a Tylenol because I've been getting a little bit of a headache. I don't know why, but whatever. Let's see what we got here. Dímelo, Nelson, ¿qué es lo que es, mi hermano? Tranquilo. Aquí no está pasando nada. Chilling. Cindy, what's going on? What is good? What is good? Ethan, what is up? What is up? What is up? Dímelo, Ramo. Let's see. Ethan says, I think that this whole Alonso saga gets finally resolved this weekend. I think so too, Ethan. This weekend, early next week. I put out a post for fun, and of course, people, that's not going to happen, Hector. Hopefully, by this time next week. And let's see. The 10th is today. Next Friday will be the 17th, right? Hopefully, by this time next week, we are celebrating Pete Alonso and Roki Sasaki. Woo! Wouldn't that be nice? All of this nonsense that we've dealt with, all this freaking winter and these cold days that we've had in the last couple of weeks, and all of this crap that we see on the news. And we get to celebrate Pete Alonso and Roki Sasaki in the same week. It's going to be a lot of fun. That might be more fun than Juan Soto. Anyways, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. And again, we're not going to be here too long. What do we got? We got about 24 minutes. Maybe we could get out of here in a half hour. I think that would be a record if we could do a 30-minute live. What do you guys think? Or do you guys want me to keep hanging out for a little bit longer? You may not get that today. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Mets Blues says, I saw a notification pop up about PFA. For a second, I thought he had signed. Man, wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great? I hope that notification was me, and I'm sorry to disappoint you. I'm sorry to disappoint you. My guy James, how you doing, brother? The Prime Minister of the Flushing Faithful. Oh, gosh. The Prime Minister of the Flushing Faithful has arrived. The host with the most, Hector from Washington Heights. James, I appreciate you, man. I really do. I really do. Hey, and listen, the years reminded me, I don't know if he's out here. He may be wrapping up work, as when I saw him yesterday, he was wrapping up work, and I was getting ready to start work, as I will be in a little while also again today. A little bit later than yesterday. But shout out to my guy who comes in here sometimes on his YouTube as Edwin Ramos, on X, known as Intelectual. I got to meet him yesterday, just randomly in the Heights, bumped into each other. He recognized me. He's like, yo, Heck, what up? At first, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm from the Heights, right? I also forget a lot of things. So sometimes I have people approach me in the Heights, and I don't know if I know them from high school, elementary school, just from the Heights, whatever. I can't remember. Yo, what up, what up? And then I'm like, damn, who the hell was that? Right, so when I saw Intelectual, he don't know this. I saw Intelectual, he's like, well, what's up? And I'm like, damn, where do I know this kid from? I recognize the face, where I know him from. Because he's actually someone who doesn't have an avatar. He's actually posted his picture on X. So that's why I recognize the face from. And then he mentions the show. He mentions Hayden. And I'm like, oh, shoot. Okay. That's where I'm from. And then he said, boom, boom, boom. And as he's saying that, I'm like, oh, I think that's who this is. But anyways, shout out to him. Shout out to you, James. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to the Heights. And shout out to you guys again. And thank you, man. Let's see what we got here. Shut up. Yo, my guy Eric, what's going on, brother? My guy Eric on the paper route, baby. What it is. What do you think about this, man? What do you think about this situation, Eric? You as the elder statesman up in here. Actually, I think I might be older than Eric. No, I'm not. Let's see. There are a lot of hellos, and Carlos Ramos says, enough of that hello bullshit. Just to break the ice. This fucking guy. Peter Alonso can go F himself. Excuse my language, but I'm done with his BS. Carlos has been done with Peter Alonso a long time ago. Carlos has been someone that, sheesh, going back to maybe 2023, has been telling me, Hector, Peter Alonso ain't shit. Nah, he hasn't been saying that, but he's been saying, and he was right, that Peter Alonso wasn't going to get the kind of offers that he was expecting. Now, you got to give me credit, Carlos. I always told you, you may be right, even if I don't agree. But I always said, Pete Alonso is going to want that kind of deal. And that's what's happened. And I don't think we can knock him for that. I really don't. I really don't think we can knock him for that. And you and I disagree on the fact on whether he wants to be here now. I think he wholeheartedly wants to be here. I really do. He hasn't done anything to show me that he doesn't want to be here. Why? Because he hired Sott Boras, as some people say. And I can't stand Sott Boras, but I can't knock him for that. Do we say, we're not going to talk to Juan Soto because he has Sott Boras? And I know Juan Soto's 26. Heck, Juan Soto's going to be a fucking DH in 3 years. And we want to sign another fucking DH for 15 more years or 12 more years in Vladdy. What the hell are we going to do then? Huh? And I'm not talking to you, Carlos. I'm just saying in general. Oh, man. Cindy says, Carlos, I love that you keep it real. You have now wavered. And Carlos gets his wings and now says, never have and never will, my friend. This is fun. This is fun. This is fun. Wavered Mets family, says Cindy. I appreciate that about you, Carlos, says Cindy. All right. What's going on here, guys? Get a room. Let's see. Nelson says Mets, Boras, Alonso equals Hatfield and McCoy's. My guy Eric says, I'm also frustrated with this whole situation. I think we all are. Hey, Patty, how you doing? Nothing's happened. Just wanted to give my 2 cents on the news of the day. Since I had done my video earlier today. And if you watch that video, somewhere towards the end of the video, I say, now that I'm here talking crap. Because again, I was saying earlier, I don't think David Stearns really wants Pete Alonso back. Unless he can absolutely get him at his own price. At that price that he absolutely wants. And even still, I'm not so sure he wants him back. Is that because he wants Vladdy? Or is that because he wants to go with the youth movement? Is that because he doesn't know how to fucking spend? Excuse my language. Because we know. I'm gonna keep saying this. I don't care. David Stearns can come on here on Blunt Thoughts and tell me otherwise if he wants to. He did not make that deal for Juan Soto. That was Steve Cohen. And if it was up to David Stearns, he does not make no damn 15-year deal. I am telling you right now. They could tell me that he was in on the negotiations only one. And maybe he obviously he was. He knows the baseball language and how to write the baseball contracts and all of that nonsense and maybe what incentives and all of that stuff to do that Steve Cohen doesn't want to do, doesn't know how to do. But the deal itself, that's a Steve Cohen thing. And again, I appreciate what David Stearns can do. I appreciate the finding diamonds in the rough. I appreciate a lot of his philosophies. I don't want to give 7, 8-year deals to pitchers. So I'm not mad at him for that. I don't necessarily want to give 10, 12-year deals to position players. Especially if they're older than 26, 27 years old. A guy like Juan Soto being the exception. But damn, I got to give you the years and the money. So I appreciate a lot of David Stearns' philosophies, but I still do wonder, and he has to prove to me that he knows how to deal with this kind of money. Right? Because he was forced to work the way that he works in Milwaukee and have to deal with limited resources when it came to money. He doesn't have that here, but does he know how to extend himself now? Is he willing to extend himself, or is he too stuck in his ways? That's what he needs to prove to me, honestly. Dude, you don't got to win every damn deal. You don't got to win every deal. Your owner himself said you're going to make uncomfortable deals. But I know, guys, Pete Alonso can't be the one. I know. Dennis, what's going on, my brother? Dennis is a great man, ladies and gentlemen. Dennis is one of those great people at Citi Field that makes me feel at home. And that's all I'll say. Can't give you guys too much of my connects and my secrets, baby. What's up, Dennis? Good to see you, brother. Yo, my guy, Petey. Hope you're feeling better, man. Hope you're feeling better. And I hope we get a Sasaki party too, bro. You guys already know about Petey. Enough of plugging Petey shit. Go find Petey on your own damn selves and his just commute. Who's going to be the GM, Petey? Who's going to be the coach? You guys figure that? I like having fun with Petey. He's going to call me when I get off of this and be like, yo, meet me outside. Go ahead, bro. Come through. Anyways, Ethan says, I think this gets resolved very soon. I think so too. My guy Alex 7 says Sasaki will be a Met. Mark my words. Like my guy Joe Benigno likes to say, from your lips to God's ears, bro. Your lips to God's ears, bro. Patty, I gotta give you a call. I owe you, Patty. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you should know. You'll figure it out. But you hollered at me, and I never hollered back about something because I'm just terrible. I'm just terrible. But you know we'll hook up soon. Anyways, I'm about to get screamed on, guys. Watch this. Wait, heck. The Mets moving on from Alonso doesn't mean they're punting. Come on, man. Now, heck. The Mets are not winning a World Series because of having or not having Alonso on this team. I understand, Carlos. I didn't say punt. I never said punt. I said taking more of a long-term view, pivoting a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. A backup plan, a pivot, whatever. If you really take him at his word that they want to bring Peter Alonso back and they're not able to bring Peter Alonso back, then what are they doing? They're going to have to pivot, right? Now, what does that pivot involve? Does that pivot involve going out there and getting Anthony Santander and making a trade and forcing the Blue Jays' hands and whatever the hell it is and getting a legit 30-plus home run, 90-plus RBI bat? Or does that pivot involve, we're going to go with a combination of the young guys at 31st base, and we're going to give Acuna and Beatty and Jet Williams and even you, Ramos, and whoever the hell else a shot? I don't want to see that bullshit. So to me, it's not a punt, but it's like, we'll wait till next offseason to bring a bat in. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not saying that Pete is the difference between winning a World Series. I'm not saying that. But I think Pete can be part of winning a World Series. I think you have said that Pete is detrimental to winning a World Series. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think you have said something like to that effect. You know what I'm saying? I disagree with that. I think Pete Alonso can be part of winning a World Series. I really do. Does he have to be the main guy, the main reason you win? No. Shit, we can win a World Series because Jesse Winker gets the winning hit. Jesse Winker is the MVP of the World Series. That kind of crap happens. Was Shohei Ohtani MVP of the World Series last year? You know? So. Ethan says, if we can pull off Sasaki, I'm streaking. I won't join you on that one, brother. Que lo que. Wait, did I miss something here? I'm with you, Dennis. Sign Tanner Scott. You got to sign. Listen, that should be a no-brainer, man. As I said in the last show, as many people have said, you bring in Tanner Scott, now you have a 1-2 punch. You have that lefty that we haven't had in the bullpen in a long time. I hear Brooks Raley aside, Jake Beekman aside. And then you have insurance. You have insurance in case Edwin Diaz is crazy enough to opt out after this next season coming up because he has an opt-out, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, definitely bring in Tanner Scott. That's my wish list right now, ladies and gentlemen. Like, I'm pretty sure it is for most of you guys, except for guys like my guy Flip. You know what I'm saying? My guy Master Flip and a few others who are all Vladdy, and that's their wish list. I'll take that. Hey, Uno de los míos. Bring me another de los míos. I don't give a damn. But right now, I'm focused on bringing Pete Alonso back, Roki Sasaki, and Tanner Scott Demon. And then go bring me back Jose Iglesias and possibly, what's the other guy's name? Jesse Winker. Eric says, could that have been phrased incorrectly? What exactly are you talking about, baby? I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. As that was a few minutes ago. Damn it. Holy crap. Time flies, man. Cindy says, I know a lot of fans are excited for Sasaki. I am not. Japanese pitchers have a tough time acclimating to the East Coast. Hey, man. Kodai Senga did pretty well. So if we sign him, he can lean on Kodai, you know? A little bit more positive. A little bit more positive, Cindy. Uh-oh. Here comes Carlos again. I want to point out how now, apparently, Jim Duquette is a trustworthy source of info, but when he said the Yankees were signing Soto, we said he was not trustworthy. Just saying. Oh, you know that. I'm not saying, I don't know if the info is valid or not, honestly, but I know exactly what you mean because you see that a lot on Mets Twitter, where if somebody says something that the masses like, then it's, ooh, great. But if he says something that the masses don't like, then that person is the worst. And talk about that. How about we put on some SNY and see what what are they talking about? And if Jim Duquette, who should be there, expands, hey, that's my guy Anthony McCarron. See if Jim Duquette expands on this if he's there, but I'm not sure if he's there. Yeah, Patty, all this happened today. No Jim Duquette unless they have him through Zoom or whatever. I see Sal's there. Who else is there? Oh, Laura. I don't know if Martino's there, but I'm late to this. Not liking this love affair between Cindy and Carlos today, especially because they're both teaming up against me. Patty says, "My goodness, Duquette and Martino." Yeah. Yep. Yes, Carlos. Yes, I happen to agree with you also. Pete does not guarantee a World Series for us. Not signing him does not mean we don't get there. All right, guys. Let Pete go, damn it. Let Pete go. See how much you guys like Brett Beatty. Hector, watch your earlier show. I have said from the beginning, Stearns is not a Pete fan. You can see it in his body language when he discusses Pete. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. You're probably right. You know what I'm saying, Cindy? If Peter Alonso was even half as good as some say he would be sought after like Soto was. Obviously, he's not Soto, and he's not the age of Soto. You know what I'm saying? We know that. Nobody's saying that. And obviously, like I said, you win. David Stearns win. You win. You win. Go give him the damn 3-year deal. Give him 3-year deal. I don't necessarily really like it. I don't like having him go out there and try to prove it again. I don't trust that he could do well, but listen, maybe he gets a second crack at it and does a lot better than he did this year. I would prefer if Pete came and said, you know what, guys, just give me a damn 4-year deal. That's what I want. I want a 4-year deal. I want some security, but this is where I want to be. I don't want another prove it deal. I don't want none of that nonsense. I want a 4-year deal. I would have no problem with that. Oh, and there is Jim Duquette. Should we try to listen to this, guys? Or you guys don't care about this nonsense? I feel like, but 1-year deals, 2-year deals, any of those. Patty says, obviously, P wants to be a Met. He would have signed elsewhere if he didn't. Well, according to some, Patty, he's not getting any deals elsewhere. He's not getting any offers elsewhere. So that's what I'm saying. David Stearns and the Mets and the whatever fans that don't want to pay Pete or want to get Pete on a very limited deal, you guys have won. It seems like If we believe in any of this stuff, it seems like Pete is willing to give in. So we'll see. You guys win. Do we have to keep dragging Pete through the mud, though? Right? Do we have to keep dragging Pete? And I don't mean us. I mean like them. Like enough already. Enough. No, according to you, Pete should be sentenced to the minors, Carlos. He's not as bad as you say he is. I'm sorry, bro. This is where me and you are never going to agree. He's not as bad as you say he is. Okay, so he's not worth a 10-year deal. You can't tell me that he's not worth a 4 or 5-year deal. I'm sorry. So Pete has to be the guy that has to play year to year. There's many guys out here with deals that should be playing year to year. Shit, if you ask me, everybody should play year to year, damn it. Isn't that how we all earn a living, basically? We go through reviews every year hoping we get a fucking raise. All these jerk-offs get long-term deals for outrageous amounts of money. Except for Peter Alonso. Because Peter Alonso should be in single A. Fuck that. Send Peter Alonso back to the Cyclones. Are they still called the Cyclones in Brooklyn? Now, this is a statement that I agree with 1,000% that I've said a million times. Sott Boras may be great for the players. Sott Boras is terrible for baseball. Terrible for baseball. Patty says, 100 Hector. Pete should get a good deal. It's outrageous what has happened, and I hope Pete is able to keep a good head about it all. I'm furious how this played out. That's another thing, too. Man. Like, how long before Pete says, you know what? F these mother effers, man. And just says, I'd rather go take this same deal somewhere else. I'd rather go take the same 3-year deal, prove it, and I'll do it somewhere else. Even if it may be easier for me to do it here at home. Or a place that I'm comfortable with, and I should be able to do it easier. But you guys have made it so hard on me. It made me look so bad that he catches feelings and goes somewhere else. Can we knock him for that? Now, that may make some of you guys happy. I don't know. Dímelo, ¿qué lo que? Tranquilo. Yo, shout out to you. Wow. Over 500 of you beautiful people up in here. Now, I'm pretty sure most of that is on X, Twitter, whatever you may call it. Come on over. Subscribe to the YouTube, even if you continue to watch on X. If you don't have a YouTube channel, I get it. It took me a long time before I created anything or an account or whatever so I could like and subscribe. It took me a while. But then I finally did it. And now look at where I'm at. Who the hell knows? I'm nowhere. But help a brother out. Anyways, let's move on here as we try to get out of here pretty soon. Damn, I can't believe we're already at 45 minutes. So now Peter Alonso wants to be a Met, Hector. Has he signed a deal yet? Or is this just BS you're seeing around? Come on now, Hector. To me, Peter Alonso has always wanted to be a Met. Why? Because he didn't sign the deal that you wanted him to sign, Carlos? He has to sign the deal that you want him to sign? When what's his face? Brandon Nimmo was a free agent. Did he want to be a Met while he was out there and hadn't signed the deal? When Francisco Lindor, your guy, was strong arm in the Mets in spring training, did he want to be a Met or did he want to get paid? Like, why is it such a problem to you for Peter Alonso to want to get paid? What has he done to you? Now, you are someone who used to accuse me a lot of hating Francisco Lindor. I never showed this much hate towards Francisco Lindor like you do to Peter Alonso, my guy. And don't get mad, we're having fun here. You know what I'm saying? But, like, For real. Like, why are you so bent out of shape about him getting paid, bro? Like you could say you don't feel like he should get 6 years. Okay, that's fine. But he didn't want to be a Met because he got Scott Boras, because he didn't sign the first deal that he was offered. Who the hell does? Who the hell does? Vlad Jr.'s out here declining deals, right? Juan Soto declined the deal, right? Aaron Judge declined the deal, extension deals. They all went and shopped themselves. Oh, but Pete Alonso's not as good as them. Okay, he's not as good, but it's still his right to go out there and shop himself. Why are you so upset about that? Why you take that so personal? Why does that mean to you that he doesn't want to be a Met? That's where I don't agree. Even if he leaves, it doesn't want to be that. He doesn't mean to me that he didn't want to be a Met. It means to me that he's fucking fed up. He had enough. I can't knock him for that. You know, I can't knock him for that. Pete Alonso has a right to get paid. Most of the time, you pay free agents what they've done for another fucking team. I'm not screaming or cursing at you, Carlos, or anybody. I'm not screaming or cursing at Carlos. It's just how I get worked up. It's nothing personal. But usually you pay free agents for what they've done for other teams. So what if we got to give Pete a little bit of extra money? For the first 3 years, we paid him $500 and something thousand. And he probably was the only reason to go to the damn ballpark. If that. Or to even watch the damn games. Who cares? I know who cares. Who cares? And in 2022, at the end, he stunk. So did everybody else. In 2023, he stunk. So did everybody else. Oh, Lindor had 30, 30, 30. Well, Pete hit 43 home runs in a meaningless year. And Brandon Nimmo had 25 home runs or whatever the hell it was in a meaningless year. But to me, that doesn't mean that Pete Alonso doesn't want to be a Met. I have seen nothing that he doesn't want to be a Met. I'm not convinced of anything until the actual press conference announcing his return, says Eric. Yeah, I mean, nobody's saying anything has happened. Oh, man. Now, this is a great point. This is a good point, Cindy. Yeah, that's true. Scott Boras is bad for players that aren't superstars. He's great for the Juan Sotos. But shit, any one of us could have probably fucking had done that deal. Honestly. John Heyman is a direct spokesperson for Scott Boras. Jim Duquette is a has-been that no one listens to, unless you're more of a fan of Alonso than the Mets. Okay, Carlos, whatever. If you don't think that Scott Boras has the same direct line to Steve Cohen, then you're not paying attention. Now, Scott Boras may put more shit out there than Steve Cohen does, but he speaks for both of those sides. Pay attention. Pay attention. And again, it is your job to decipher what's opinion and what's fact. It's that simple. It is all of our jobs to decipher what's opinion and what's fact. You know? Sometimes these guys give their opinions. We can agree, disagree, whatever. Sometimes they report fact. Patty says I would have given him 5-2, and next year is next year. I'm not loving Stearns right now. Yo, shout out to my guy Keith. Yo, check out my guy Keith. Keith taking over these streets on X, on YouTube, on all of this shit. Got tons of shows coming up. Hopefully, I get invited to one of them. Who the hell knows? But shout out to my guy Keith, man, who says Peter's coming home. Hector, hope you're right, brother. I hope you're right. I was about to say something stupid, but I don't want to get you in trouble. Hit me up. I know you may know. Anyways. I'm about to be in trouble. Sanders says this December the Mets are going to sign Vladimir. Oh boy, this December? Well, okay, my bad. I know what you mean. Oops. possibly, possibly. And you saying that, I see a comment from the leader of the Vlad Jr. fan club, my guy Master Flip, who I mentioned a little bit earlier. It's evident Mets don't see Alonso as a long-term solution at first base. Wouldn't you want that to be true, my brother? And you might be right. You might be right. This is what I've been saying myself. I don't think, and a lot of you guys have been saying this for a long time. Shout out to you guys, man. A lot of you guys have been saying this for a long time. Peter Alonso is not David Stearns' kind of player. Well, you might be right. You might be right. And listen, guys, I'm not going to be mad if the alternative is Vlad Jr. What I don't want to don't want to do is wait around for a freaking year to get Vlad Jr. in here if I don't have Pete Alonso. You know what I'm saying? Listen, maybe Brett Beatty turns into a great ball player, a good ball player, an average. I ain't got time for that shit. I've seen enough. Now, if Brett Beatty's given to me on a 26-man roster, I'm going to be rooting for him. Right? Because above all, number one, I root for the Mets. But damn it, I ain't trying to wait around, man. I ain't trying to wait around. Do what you got to do, brother. Do what you got to do, man. That's what we're here for. It's all blunt thoughts, nothing personal. But guys got to remember, like, it's all opinions. Your opinion is your opinion. My opinion is my opinion. Everybody in the comments is their opinion. Nobody's right or wrong when we give our opinions. Just like John Heyman gives his opinion, you don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to like each other's opinions. We'll see what the facts are when it happens. When the Mets sign to deal with Alonso, they sign to deal with Alonso. If they don't sign to deal with Alonso, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. So bring the heat, bring the high heat, all that good stuff. Just don't get mad. Don't take it personal. That goes for myself too. It's just baseball. It's just sports discussion, right? That's all it is. Yo, what's up, John? John says if they don't sign him, it's the Mets not wanting him. Can't blame Pete if the reports are true. That's the way I see it. But to some people, it means that Pete hates the Mets. Pete doesn't want the Mets. Cindy, thank you. Love you for that. Hit those thumbs up and smash that like and subscribe to Blunt Thoughts. Check these are as real as they come. I appreciate that, Cindy. Some people don't like that though. No, lie, Keith. Pete gonna fire. I hope you're still here. Pete's gonna fire him at the Fan Fest, and we're not gonna be there. We really screwed up. We really screwed up by not buying those tickets. Hopefully, we could get some still on StubHub. I'm still trying to get in there, man. I mean, listen, to the first one they had, I didn't buy my ticket to the same day on StubHub. But I think that day, that time I was able to get it for like $30, some shit like that. And I think the original tickets were like $10, $15. I don't remember, but it wasn't outrageous. And I don't think they had them crazy ass VIP that the great Steve Cohen, who's this philanthropist who doesn't need money, but is always trying to get fucking top money out of us. $900 for VIP this and all of this other nonsense, and all of these tickets are fucking priced crazily, even just to get in. I just want to get in. But listen, if you can get into FanFest, if you have your tickets, enjoy. I hope it's as good as it was the last time because it was a great experience. You basically have the ballpark to yourself to do whatever the hell you want. You roam the clubhouses, you roam the booths, the radio booth, the TV booth, the suites, everywhere you want. There's players walking around. It's just tons of fun. And of course, you're surrounded by great Met fans all around you. And it's just a great time. So if you're able to go, enjoy it, have fun. And just maybe you run into guys like myself and Keith, and I'm not sure if my guy Ant Subway the Shea will be there, or Ibby and John from Tomas Doors Park. I'm pretty sure everybody will be there. A lot of people will be there. Maybe. Well, those guys I don't know if John lives here. I think Ibby is in the city. But anyways, should be a good time. And we won't be there. And Keith says that he's gonna fire Boras there. Wouldn't that be something? Anyways, as we move on here, and guys, I gotta get the hell out of here. So, oh my gosh, Can I wrap this up in 3 minutes? Is it fair to wrap this up in 3 minutes? I want to try to get to your guys' comments. You guys have been great, man. You guys have been great. Arais and Santander will be Mets. Man, that's one hell of a pivot. That is one hell of a pivot. I'm not sure I like that pivot. Honestly. Honestly. Re-sign Alonso. Yeah. I do not want Luis Arias. Cindy says Carlos is pitching like Randy Johnson. Well, I ain't no freaking John Crook. I'm gonna stand right in that box. Don't worry about it. Bring that heat. I like fastballs. Smack them shits out the park. You better throw some curveballs or some shit, and I'll take those to right field. Fuck out of here. We're just having fun, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry about it. We're just having fun. Yep, yes he did. Yes he did. Last night the one you did avoid arbitration says my guy Eric. Yep. But I'm not sure what that means. That doesn't mean much. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. They avoided arbitration. They both probably didn't want to go through that again. They went through it last year. So I'm not surprised by that. Does that mean that maybe they could come to a long-term deal? Who the hell knows? I'm not gonna lie. I'm secretly hoping they do. So I can stop hearing about that bullshit. And then everybody that hates Pete Alonso doesn't want him back. A lot of you guys will change your tune if Vladdy and the Blue Jays come to a long-term deal. Then it'll be like, oh no, go get Pete. Go get Pete. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do now? Oh man, my guy Nelson says my crystal ball says we sign Sasaki, and in a strange turn of events, Alonso signs with the Chiba Lumberries of Japan League. Holy crap! Oh man, yo Jonathan, what's going on, my guy? Mets just need to get it done so they can move on. Other players, there's work to be done. Let's go Mets. Absolutely, I agree. Oh my gosh, Sanders says sign Dom Smith. Yo, Jeffrey, what's up, my guy? What is good? What is good? Arias, 4 homers a year, too much Judy and not enough punch. Listen, I got to be honest with you. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. I do not mind that at all. Um, Listen, not everybody needs to be a home run hitter. You know, not everybody needs to be a home run hitter. Go out there and be the best hitter that you can be. And maximize your strengths. His strength is putting the ball in play. He gets hits. I don't have a problem with that. Now, you just need to have guys behind him that'll drive him in. That's all. As an old school guy, I don't really have a problem with that. But I can understand, as OD Villain says, Lewis had his match singles. I'm good. Nelson says, war. Friend only to the Undertaker. Oh my gosh. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Dykeman. My Theo lives on 207. Full disclosure. I actually can say I'm really from Dykeman, right? I grew up in the Heights, spent all my time in the Heights, but my grandmothers lived in the Heights. I technically lived in Inwood, right? I technically lived in Inwood on Isham Street. That's where Heck is from. So if you know Heck from back in the days, you know Heck is from Dykeman Park, all that good stuff. I'm not in Dykeman Projects. If you don't know Isham Street, it's the block right after 207 as you're going up north. So Inwood, Wash Heights, but that's all the same crap. It's all the same crap. It's all the same crap. And I'm going to claim Wash Heights to the day that I die. Straight the fuck up. Thank God, Eric. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Carlos, like John Lennon says, give Pete a chance. Wait a second. That's give peace. Chance, my mistake. You guys are the best, man. You guys are the best. Peter Alonso has nobody else, bro. Musical chairs is wrapping up. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Shout out to Dykeman indeed. Shout out to Dykeman indeed. Shout out to all my peoples out there. Dykeman, haven't seen them in a while. Shout out to Ev, man, and running the Dykeman tournament, man. And my guy Isaiah, who was younger than me, went to the same school and grew up to be part of that stuff. And they do good work, man. They do good work. So shout out to Dykeman. I want Pete and Santander. I will take that. Why not? Why the hell not? Give me Pete, give me Santander, give me Tanner Scott, give me Rory Sasaki, give me every the hell body. Why not? Sanders says people don't have average high average hitters like Arias. Back in the day, hitters like Bill Madlock, Wade Boggs, and Tony Gwynn were all the rage. Yep. Juan Soto's gonna be a beast. All these haters can kick rocks, B. I listen, he is. He is. Just don't come out here to take no fucking walks and swing the damn bat. Anyways, I digress. Woo! Do Carlos and I agree on something here? As he says, I get the comments about Arias. I hear ya. I would certainly like to have a hitter like Arias on the team, but I don't want Arias if it's the only bat we had. Of course, I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. No, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Yo, the Hobbit. How you doing, my guy? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. See what my guy Master Flip says. Mets view Alonso as a stopgap. Oh my gosh. Mets view Alonso as a stopgap for Vladdy. They want Alonso on a short-term deal so they can plug at DH. If this is the case, then Pete Alonso should tell the Mets, go F yourselves. I'm out of here. I ain't no stopgap to nothing. I'm the homegrown guy. You either want me or you don't want me. Straight up. I get it. And again, I'm not saying I don't want Vladdy. For some of you jerkovs that'll come later, if we do get Vladdy, oh, remember what Hector, you didn't want Vladdy? Shut the hell up. It's not what I'm saying. But if this is true, then Pete should walk. F David Stearns. Ain't no damn stopgap. Good luck. That would be me. That would be me. As Ramos gets back to Arias, he says, but don't overvalue a high average hitter like Arias. He gets on base, which means Soto and Lindor have runners on base every time they come back. Yep. But OD Villain says, nope. Arias isn't coming here. Let's see what we got. We got. Congestion pricing could kiss my fucking ass and all that shit could kiss my ass. Now, listen, guys. Oh man, you guys want to hear a Uber rant and how we get jerked and how Uber screws everybody. Uber screws everybody. But anyways, as far as congestion pricing, I still don't know how the hell it works. From what it seems like, we don't pay, we don't get charged, even on our Easy Pass or anything. Now it just started, and they said that stuff is going to take a couple of days, so we'll see. I got to keep an eye on it. But if you get in an Uber ride, first of all, let me tell you guys something. Since 2019, if you got into an Uber ride, you were already paying congestion pricing if that Uber ride took you below 96th Street. If you went anywhere below 96th Street, if you crossed anywhere below 96th Street, you were paying an extra $2.75, I believe, of congestion pricing. Now what happens is, if you take an Uber that goes below 60th Street, there's $1.50 added to your fare for congestion pricing. And this is in addition to the $2.50 that are already being charged if that ride took you below 96th Street. So if you come from straight uptown and you're going downtown into the city below 60th, you're paying $4.25 just for congestion pricing. So that's how that's being handled. So as far as that's concerned, I don't think we're being jerked. Now, if you allow me 2 minutes to go on the Uber right now, how Uber screws the driver. So since I started doing Uber a long time ago now, Any ride that goes from New York into New Jersey carried a $20 surcharge. That surcharge would cover the toll and would leave you some money left over. Honestly, for the driver, full disclosure, right? Take a ride into Jersey, $20 surcharge on top of the fare, right? When I started doing Uber, I think the Easy Pass rate was like nine bucks off peak, $11 on peak, or whatever the hell it was. The toll is now like $16, and that's never changed. For a while, I've been talking to my buddies. I'm like, yo, Uber needs to raise that. This has been like this for a while, and the expenses keep going up, and that stays the same. Well, you know what Uber did over this past weekend? They sent an email and they say, hey guys, and the same thing happened if you came from New Jersey, guys. If you take a ride from New Jersey coming to New York, you get $20. So as a New York driver, if I took a ride into New Jersey and then caught a ride coming back to New York, because that ride that took me to New Jersey already pays for the tolls, now that 20 that I get coming back is really all mine. That makes it worth it. Especially when the rates coming from New Jersey to New York are horrible. Anyways, we don't want to go too long on this. Uber this past weekend said, you know what? Hey, drivers, we're trying to compensate you better. So this is what we're going to do for you. Instead of charging riders the $20 that we've always charged them to go to New Jersey, we are now going to charge them the full rate of the Easy Pass peak hour charge, which is $16.01. Wait a minute. How does that help me? When I was able to keep $3.99 before. Now I don't get shit. And then on the return, if you get a return ride, that rider will pay whatever is in at the moment, peak or off peak. So either 1460 or whatever the hell it is, or 1601. That is what Uber did this past weekend, supposedly, to better compensate the driver. So in essence, we are now losing about $7 every time we go over to New Jersey. That's what's going on with congestion pricing and the toll hikes and all of that good stuff. But people think that Uber, our drivers out here, are fucking caking. Wake the hell up. Anybody got a job for me? Forget subscribing. Hit me up with a good job. Oh, man, we're just having fun. But I got to get out of here, ladies and gentlemen, because as of right now, I still do Uber, and I got to go make this money on a Friday night. Let's see. My guy Eric says, I've brought that same question up. Does Stearns know how to work with a lot of money in a big market? I'm not sure, as that was a long time ago. I got to actually remember that I brought that up. I'm not sure, Eric, but we're going to find out little by little. Little by little, we'll find out, as a lot of these messages are now, I don't want to say old, but from a while ago. And if I keep reading them one by one, we're going to be here forever. So I apologize if I didn't get to you guys. Easy always. What's up, Easy? Some guys take every freaking word literal. Yes, dragging Pete through the mud. Yeah, that dragging Pete through the mud. You dragging Pete through the mud. Carlos Ramos dragging Pete through the mud. Oh, you guys dragging Pete through the mud. Shut up, Ramos. You dragging Pete through the mud, man. It is what it is, Easy. We just speaking facts, bro. Love you guys, man. Thank you guys for coming through, man. You guys make this shit fun. And this is what it is, man. We can't all agree, right? We can't all agree, but we just respect each other. We agree to disagree. We don't make it personal. We just keep it to our arguments about the sport, about the topic at hand, and that's that. Hey, Lisa, how you doing, homie? Good to see you. Thank you. I don't know about great show, but a show nonetheless. But thank you. Good to see you, Lisa. Another great person. Man, when Peace Sign's back here for this crappy deal that he doesn't feel like kind of way, I want him to be happy and have a good season, especially to shut up all the naysayers. I agree, Patty. That too. But if he signs the deal, he can't really be too unhappy. If you sign the deal, suck it up, Pete, and come out here and hit at 50 fucking bombs. And like Patty says, shut up all the naysayers. Shove it to Ramos. And it means in all these people. Don't make me look bad. Don't sign back here and hit 25 home runs. Don't do that, please. Don't do that. Oh man. You can confidently say that now. You can confidently say that now. You can't confidently have said that throughout his tenure. Come on, like let's be honest here. Let's be this. This is where it gets a little thing with the whole Francisco Lindor thing. We can say that now. Has he been worth every penny throughout his whole tenure? Now you can tell me, oh, well, look where we are now. Of course he's worth it. Yeah. But come on. Yes, she is. Yes, she is, Patty. Uh-oh. I want to start no problems. Don't start no problems. No, we all were. We all were. But we also can't say like, yo, like Lindor didn't leave a lot to be desired for a while there. You know what I mean? Shit. We can argue Lindor really figured it out this year. As far as playing here in New York. Come on, like let's be honest. I know we good. I know we good. John says, "Ain't my money, pay him." But you only want to pay him for a 3-year deal. Cindy says, I have never knocked him for gambling on himself. I do it every few years. However, once you see that you have no market, you have got to come to your senses. Yeah. And maybe that's where we are right now, Cindy. He's come to his senses and he said, you know what? I may have to take this stupid 3-year deal with an opt-out. You know? I agree, Stan. And this is where I think some people swear that was like this phenomenal deal. A 22.57 mil AAV, that shit was not a good deal for Pete. He did right to reject it. 22.57 mil is still under his value. He is worth at least Chapman's 25 mil AAV. Length of deal is the question. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. Profar plays more positions than Winker, has 24 home run power, but he has had his best season in San Diego, which is laid back compared to New York. Yeah, and I mean, listen, Profar is actually probably going to want an everyday job, no? And I don't think we can offer him that. So I don't know if Profar is a real possibility, but hey, you never know. But I think also, and that counts too. That counts too. And David Stearns has said that too. How a guy is, able to come here and handle New York is important, you know? So we'll see. I understand that, Amizi. I understand they had a market. I understand. Guys, you guys won. David Stearns and you, Pete Alonso detractors, have won. The guy has come crawling with a 3-year deal. Give him the damn 3-year deal. Give him a 3-year deal. Give him 3/120 so you guys can really lose your fucking minds. Give him 3 for 120. Oh man. They're gonna come tell you that Omar Manaya is horrible, Sanders. Just says we're still talking about Omar fucking Manaya. And that means he says Manaya also signed Jason Bay. Man, you guys are the best. You guys are the best. My guy Junior says Mets fans talk about P like he's a powerhouse like Carlos Delgado. Good night, Patty. Good night, Patty. We're also about to get out of here. We're also about to get out of here. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, we really didn't want to be here this long, anyways. But I gotta say, maybe we should start doing some more Friday evenings or some more impromptu lives. And I know a lot of this has to do with the whole Peter Alonso situation, and everybody wants to know what's going on, and is hoping that something breaks. You guys know I'm not a newsbreaker. I'm a reactor, I guess. So just wanted to give my thoughts on what we heard today. We'll see what happens. I think we can confidently say that we're probably headed towards a resolution. You know, um, we hadn't heard much about money or anything like that. Last couple of days, we start hearing nonsense, and now today we hear not money, but of possibly an offer being extended, and not just the offer being extended. Let's not forget. It's very important to remember. This was only given to the Mets. And it's only for right now. What does that mean? I don't know. What does right now mean? I don't know. But I think we could assume that these guys want a resolution soon. Maybe P doesn't want to hang around till spring training, till February, or anything like that. Maybe P wants to know where he's going to go. And if he gets to come back to New York, hey, he already knows what the deal is here. But if he has to get somewhere new, he has to get acclimated. So maybe he wants to know. So I think that something should happen soon. Does that mean tonight? Probably. As soon as I go out to work. So that I can be here, react, and have fun with you guys. Or maybe it happens this weekend. Maybe it happens again on a Sunday night. And gives us something on a Sunday night. But there'll be some football. There's a big Knicks game tonight, which they better fucking win. It's a whole nother thing. So hopefully it doesn't happen then. But again, as always, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate you guys. Didn't expect for so many people to be in here. But once again, thank you to the 300 plus subscribers. If you want to help a brother out, come on over. We're trying to get to 500 by opening day. And then we see where we go from there. Again, appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate you guys. The love is mutual. The love is mutual. But as always, let's go Mets. And because this is a Pete Alonso show, fuck that let's go Mets shit. Let's fucking go Mets, baby. Peace.
Full of animals and we made ourselves with minimal. Fuck you, no subliminals. Putting in this work, nigga. That's why they feel it's hurt, nigga. Swear we need a hearse cause we rep our shites to the dirt, nigga. If I'm in the club.